There are a ton of what-if moments in Avatar, but the biggest what-if has to be, what if Katara healed Zuko's scar in the Crossroads of Destiny? To find out, we're digging into the alternate timelines that branch off from this moment. Okay, let's say Aang and Iroh showed up just a little bit later, and Katara used the water from the Spirit Oasis to heal Zuko's scar. By this point, Zuko seems to be moving beyond his past.
I used to think this scar marked me, the mark of the banished prince, cursed to chase the Avatar forever. But lately, I've realized I'm free to determine my own destiny.
So healing his scar could be exactly what convinces him to join Team Avatar. Then what? If Azula walked into this cell and saw Zuko completely healed, standing alongside Iroh, Aang, and Katara, she'd probably call in the Dai Li right away, knowing that she's on the wrong side of a 4 versus 1 showdown. Iroh would probably tell Aang, Katara, and Zuko to escape way before Aang would have to use the Avatar state. No Avatar state, no lightning. No lightning, no need for spirit water. So let's say Iroh stayed behind to hold off Azula, while Zuko, Aang, and Katara fled Ba Sing Se with Toph, Sokka, and the Earth King. This would set up a completely different Book 3. First of all, Zuko would probably still lose his firebending. So he and Aang would find the Sun Warrior civilization much earlier, giving Aang more time to work on his firebending. Azula would still be chasing down Zuko, since he's a traitor to the Fire Nation. And Zuko and Sokka would go on a completely different prison break mission, this time to rescue Iroh. Not that he needs rescuing.
He busted himself out. I've never seen anything like it. He was like a one-man army.
Of course, if Zuko's here with Team Avatar in Book 3, he wouldn't be here finding out about Ozai's plan for Sozin's Comet.
From our airships we will rain fire over their lands, a fire that will destroy everything. And out of the ashes, a new world will be born. A world in which all the lands are Fire Nation, and I am the supreme ruler of everything.
In this timeline where Katara healed his scar and Zuko joined Team Avatar in Ba Sing Se, he would have no way of knowing about this plan. Imagine this scene, without Zuko's insider knowledge.
I was actually gonna wait to fight the Fire Lord until after it came.
If Aang tries to fight the Fire Lord right now, he's gonna lose. No offense.
The whole point of fighting the Fire Lord before the comet was to stop the Fire Nation from winning the war. But they pretty much won the war when they took Ba Sing Se.
Team Avatar would be hiding out on Ember Island, waiting until after Sozin's Comet to face the Fire Lord.
Beach party!
Without Aang there to fight Ozai, and without Toph, Suki, and Sokka taking down the entire airship fleet, the Earth Kingdom would end in flames. Oh man, and this timeline looks so promising. Of course, it's all based on the assumption that Katara could heal Zuko's scar. And that's not a guarantee.
I have healing abilities.
It's a scar. It can't be healed.
Yes, the water from the Spirit Oasis is powerful enough to bring Aang back after Azula's attack. But when Katara uses the Spirit Water to save Aang, he still had the scar. So what if the Spirit Water didn't actually work on scars? We'll dive into that in a second. But first, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Okay, back to our timeline. What if Katara tried and failed to heal Zuko's scar? It's possible that Katara's genuine effort to help Zuko would be enough to make Zuko side with Katara and Aang against Azula. In this timeline, this scene would look the same.
I expected this kind of treachery from Uncle, but Zuko. Prince Zuko. You're a lot of things, but you're not a traitor, are you?
Release him immediately.
It's not too late for you, Zuko. You can still redeem yourself.
The kind of redemption she offers is not for you.
Why don't you let him decide, Uncle? I need you, Zuko. I've plotted every move of this day, this glorious day in Fire Nation history. And the only way we win is together. At the end of this day, you will have your honor back. You will have Father's love. You will have everything you want.
Zuko, I am begging you, look into your heart and see what it is that you truly want.
You are free to choose.
But this fight would be completely different. Zuko, Aang, and Katara would be fighting Azula and the Dai Li. Aang might try to enter the Avatar state, because 3 versus 30 is still a tough battle to win. Azula would probably still take aim with her lightning, but now Team Avatar would have a firebender who knows how to redirect lightning. Zuko could save Aang here, leaping in front of Azula's lightning strike, redirecting it, and letting Aang get his Avatar state on. Azula wouldn't stand a chance, and the Earth Kingdom wouldn't fall to the Fire Nation. With the Earth King on their side, the invasion during the eclipse would have the strength of the entire Earth Kingdom army behind it.
We've got to get this information to the Earth King at Ba Sing Se. We'll wait for the next eclipse, then we'll invade the Fire Nation when they're totally helpless. The Fire Lord is going down!
Mortals are so predictable.
They could easily overrun the Fire Nation's subterranean bunkers.
I am so glad we added you to the group!
At this point, it's not hard to imagine Aang and Zuko facing Ozai together and actually ending the war on the day of Black Sun.
The road ahead of us is challenging. 100 years of fighting has left the world scarred and divided. But with the Avatar's help, we can get it back on the right path and begin a new era of love and peace.
So even if she failed to heal his scar, maybe just trying could have been enough to change Zuko's path in the whole course of the war. But what if just trying to heal his scar wasn't enough? It's possible that Katara could use the Spirit Water to heal Zuko, and Zuko could still side with Azula.
I thought you had changed!
I have changed.
This is based on 2 pieces of evidence. One, Zuko already knew Katara was willing to help him. She already made the offer, and he still betrayed her.
What is it with you?
Oh, everyone trusts you now? I was the first person to trust you, remember? Back in Ba Sing Se. And you turned around and betrayed me. Betrayed all of us.
And 2, we know from the chase, the Siege of the North, the Blue Spirit, and the Crossroads of Destiny, that gestures of kindness, like, say, Katara trying her very best to heal his scar, don't necessarily change Zuko's mind when it comes to capturing the Avatar and, you know.
I want my honor. Honor! My honor. My honor. Oh, my honor was my honor.
Honor! So what if Zuko and Azula teamed up, but Katara had already used the Spirit Water? This battle would probably play out the same way it does in the Crossroads of Destiny. But in this timeline, Katara would have already used all the water from the Spirit Oasis on Zuko, so there would be no way to save Aang. Since he was struck by lightning in the Avatar state, that would be the end of the Avatar cycle.
If you are killed in the Avatar state, the reincarnation cycle will be broken, and the Avatar will cease to exist.
Based on Wan's origin story, it seems like Raava would be destroyed and then reborn.
Even if I defeat Vaatu in this encounter, darkness will grow inside me until he emerges again. The same will hold true if Vaatu defeats me.
Even if Vaatu wins, you'll come back.
Yes, but you will probably not survive to see it. Vaatu will destroy the world as you know it. Darkness will cover the earth.
In the 10,000 years all that would take, Vaatu would be all-powerful, and chaos would reign in the spirit world.
Prepare to face oblivion!
Back in the human world, Zuko would return to the Fire Nation without any lingering doubts about Aang.
The Avatar's dead.
Unless you think he somehow miraculously survived.
There's no way he could have survived.
Well, then I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
In the book 3 that we know, Zuko only starts visiting Iroh because he was worried that the Avatar was still alive.
I know he's out there. I'm losing my mind. Please, Uncle, I'm so confused. I need your help.
Forget it. I'll solve this myself. Waste away in here for all I care.
Without those nagging doubts, he might never speak to Iroh again, especially if he's totally back on Team Ozai.
You have redeemed yourself, my son.
Meanwhile, Sokka, Katara, and Toph would likely attempt the same invasion on the day of Black Sun. But without Aang's leadership, the whole invasion force could become prisoners of the Fire Nation.
We'll be prisoners, but we'll all survive this battle.
With the Avatar truly gone, Ozai would name Zuko the Fire Lord when he becomes the Phoenix King. So we'd end up in a timeline with no Avatar, no redemption arc for Zuko, Phoenix King Ozai, and 10,000 years of chaos in the spirit world. Yeah, this is the worst timeline. But don't give up hope, because there's another way this could go. Even without the Avatar, the relationship between Iroh and Zuko could be enough to end the war. Here's how. We know that deep down, Zuko carried a lot of guilt about betraying his uncle.
I betrayed Uncle.
Plus, let's be real, Iroh is a way better father figure than Ozai ever was. And with his scar, Zuko has a permanent reminder of that.
My father decided to teach me a permanent lesson on my face!
So Zuko would likely end up visiting Iroh at some point and learning about his lineage.
You have more than one great-grandfather, Prince Zuko. Sozin was your father's grandfather. Your mother's grandfather was Avatar Roku.
Iroh's wisdom and their bond might be enough to convince Zuko to face his father on the day of Black Sun. And instead of leaving Ozai to the Avatar...
I'm powerless. You've got your swords. Why don't you just do it now?
Because I know my own destiny. Taking you down is the Avatar's destiny.
He might have taken the throne himself and tried to live up to his great-grandfather's legacy, with Iroh's guidance.
What happened generations ago can be resolved now by you. Because of your legacy, you alone can cleanse the sins of our family and the Fire Nation. Born in you, along with all the strife, is the power to restore balance to the world. This is a royal artifact. It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
Looking at these possible timelines, two things are clear. One, as much as Zuko deserves to heal from his past, healing physical scars isn't the same as choosing a new inner path. And two, the fate of the human world and the spirit world all depend on this one moment in Ba Sing Se. Of course, there are so many possible alternate timelines to explore here. What do you think would happen if Katara healed Zuko's scar? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for brand new Avatar videos every week.